Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, smoke you what you seen and I'll tell you what I saw.
Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought.
And we can talk about it all when we hear on Trash Talk.
What's up, what it do, y'all? We back.
We made it.
We made it. Smoke dog.
What's up?
What number this is?
21.
21 in Spanish. Let me hear it.
Damn, I don't remember what the 20s were.
Give me 2-1 in Spanish.
Twanky uno.
Twanky uno, dang it. That's what it is. Everybody, welcome back to the 21st episode of the Trash Talk Podcast. We feel great today.
Yeah.
Man, does it blow your mind that this is number 21?
Man, we came a long way.
We made it.
We made it.
Man, I just want to say, everybody, I hope that you guys had a great Memorial Day weekend. You know, I hope you guys were safe out there and hope you had some good barbecue and, you know, enjoyed yourself. Found some
barbecue.
I know, right?
Man.
You smell what I got cooking.
You smell what Hollywood's got cooking.
He wanted to say Behringer so bad.
If you smell what Hollywood's is cooking.
Now do it. If you smell what Behringer, it just don't sound right. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into these. He did not do the. Can you do the people's elbow? I mean the people's. Dude, I can't. I look retarded, or I look mentally challenged when I do it. Anyway, yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to these segments, bro. Let's.
Yeah.
You want to do Oh My F or Oh My?
You got a Georgia man story?
I do.
All right.
You gonna rock paper scissors?
Let's do the WTF. Well, what did we do first last? Oh, we did WTF first.
That is right. Wait, yours was about the late. No, not the lady pulling out the.
Nah, that was the one before. So
then, which one did I do first?
I went first last time because you got into Oh Boy last. From down the street.
You're right. Okay, guys.
OMG.
Oh my Georgia.
Georgia.
Who sings that song?
Ray Stevens.
Who?
Ray Stevens.
Smokey.
Ray Lewis. Ray.
Yeah, for the Baltimore Ravens.
Ray.
Come on.
Ray Parker. Ray. What was his name?
Georgia.
Ray.
Georgia.
You know what? I said Ray Stevens. That was like an old comedian, like singer.
I'll give you a hint.
Ray.
He was blind.
Yes, I know. Ray.
Georgia.
Oh, damn.
Georgia.
Ray.
Jamie Foxx played his character.
No, Ray. Yeah, I remember the movie.
It starts
Ray.
with a C.
Ray. C.
CH.
Charles.
God, how do you?
Damn.
Smokey, I thought you was at least 80% black. You've officially gone down to 45% black.
Do you remember the song you did with Willie Nelson? There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun.
This week's Oh My Georgia is about.
That was a good song, man.
It sounded like it. All right, guys. My weird, strange, crazy, bizarre, whatever you want to call it, from here in our hometown, Georgia. OMG, Oh My Georgia. It says the title of this is called "Near the Town of Broxton." Have you ever heard of Broxton?
Broxton.
Broxton.
Sounds familiar.
I've never heard of it. Anyway. In the town of Broxton in South Georgia, a man reportedly opened fire, shooting into the air when he had enough of the neighbor's noisy generator. I'm just going to repeat that. He said a Georgia man repeatedly shot in the air because he was sick and tired of hearing the neighbor's generator going off. He was tired of it. So it happened back in September, and in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. The man, he was 59 years old, was said to have told the cops that he thought it would be a good idea to fire off a few rounds in protest just so they can get this generator to be quiet. So, you know.
So they were without power. He's just being an a-hole.
He's just being a D.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe go over there, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, man, look, bro, I understand. Do you think they were using? Well, a generator doesn't steal electricity from a house, does it?
No, you put gas into it, and it's a motor that runs
Right,
to generate
right.
power.
Okay, so instead of going over there and pulling out your 9mm, your 45, your assault rifle, your bazooka, you could have just said, "Hey, look, y'all, it's making a little too much noise. Hey, maybe just turn it down."
You remember in Hustle and Flow when he went over to
DJ
DJ Paul's house? And, that's the correct way to do it.
That's the proper way. And look, DJ Paul didn't say nothing. He was like, "Hey, man, look, I'm over here trying to record this song." He was like, "If you could just turn it down a little bit." And he gave him a little something, a little twanky.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right." But anyway, the rest of this says he fired a few rounds in protest as a reaction to his frustration. Guess what, guys? He was jailed because he was a convicted felon.
Ooh.
For possession of a firearm by a felon. Yeah. In Georgia, only in Georgia, guys.
Yeah, wow.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
So, how loud was this generator, man? Like, it couldn't have been that bad. Like,
I don't know.
Was he trying to sleep or what?
I mean, well, they did say. I mean, it says in the wee hours of the night. So,
okay.
All right, he's 60. Hold on, let's think about this from his point of view.
Yeah.
You're 60 years old.
Yeah.
You're not old, but you're not young.
Yeah.
So you gotta wake up at 4 a.m.
For no apparent reason.
No reason. Well, maybe he's got to go to work.
Yeah, he's 60. He's not retired
yet. Right.
Yeah.
So all night, maybe his door or his window was right next to their house, and all night he's hearing. He probably was like, "You know what? Where's my AK?
I've had about enough of this.
Where's my AK? Your man's not hot."
And they wrote out like, "The next one coming at you."
Bow. Yeah, man. What you got for me, Smoke Dog?
All right. WTF.
What the Florida?
Florida man arrested for slapping his girlfriend in the face with a cheeseburger.
Smokey.
With a cheeseburger.
Trash talkers, we are over and out. I'm out.
Done. That's it. Dead.
That's the end of the podcast. We're not slapping people with you. I'm done. No, I gotta hear this. What happened,
He
Smoke?
has crossed the line.
What happened?
Martin County, Florida. A Florida man was arrested after slapping his girlfriend in the face with a cheeseburger. The Martin County Sheriff's Office said things between the 30-year-old Kyle Jamison Jones and his girlfriend escalated when he did not get his way. Deputies were called to the home by his living girlfriend. They said Jones' girlfriend told deputies that Jones abruptly woke her up by slapping her in the face with a cheeseburger. The victim said that she was attacked. That the attack continued as Jones pulled her hair and kicked her down the stairs.
Oh my Lord.
So, you just had this spout with your girlfriend.
Okay.
She's sound asleep now. The fight's over. You sitting there with your McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, I can't take it. Sleeping whole.
Wow, bitch. Double cheese, extra mac sauce on your face.
You acting like a real McA. You acting like a real McA-hole right now.
For real. So he smacked her with a cheeseburger.
He slapped her with a cheeseburger.
I wonder what kind of cheeseburger it was.
I like to think a double quarter pounder.
With cheese?
Yeah, something big, you know. You don't want to...
Maybe a Big Mac. Maybe a Big Mac.
Maybe a... what's the big one that Burger King? A Whopper.
Ooh, a Whopper. But it has to have cheese.
Yeah, of course.
Has to have cheese. Man, the things that... Dude, he was so tired of her. Not only did he grab her by the hair, he said, "Look, remember I went to McDonald's? You remember we went to McDonald's? How did them french fries taste? Them french fries was good, huh? What about that fish fillet you ate? That fish fillet was good, huh? Wasn't it? It was good. Hey, you see this double quarter pounder with cheese I got? I want you to look at it. Look at it. How's it look? It looks good? Guess what? Bow! Right in your face.
Now you gotta wonder, did he actually haul back and just slap her, or did he face palm her?
Which one would you, if you had to take a guess? What do you think?
I like to think the face palm.
I was thinking a face palm too. Maybe
he just went over there. Hey, honey, ain't I? She's like, what?
Just a Right, with the mayonnaise and the ketchup, just smush, smush, smush. Awesome, man. I love my OMGs, and I love my
WTF.
WTF. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember those things, man, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get it one day. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment.
Explain this.
Okay, but Smokey, you got something a little different?
Yeah, you know, we did this once before, and how about whenever you do them,
Right.
we do the paranormal pictures. And whenever I do them, I want to bring up mugshots.
Good idea.
For us to explain.
Great idea. Great idea.
All right, so I've sent you the mugshot of the week. So
Okay.
explain.
Oh my lord.
Explain this mugshot.
Let me pull this mugshot up. Smoke Dog just sent me. Oh my god. This this dude looks like. Oh,
dude-
wait. Hold on. Let me just speak. This guy has been having thoughts in his head. He's been having thoughts in his head for his entire life.
And hasn't lost one of them.
Not one. And ain't spoke to nobody about him. This dude looks.
He has literally never got nothing off his chest.
Nothing. Dude, this guy does not have dreams. He has movies. He has movies in his head.
This is a 5 head, right?
I would say a 7 head, bro. But let me ask you, before I explain, do you think, and just for you guys out there, we don't have a backstory on this, so we're just going to give what we think happened. Do you think that this is Photoshop?
I don't know, man. It looks kind of legit.
That dude had like an eraser on a number 2
This
pencil.
dude, like, man, Peyton Manning would be jealous.
For real. Jesus Lord Christ. Man, I don't know exactly. Okay,
I bet he can calculate anything in his head.
if I was to be like,
He
bro,
doesn't need a calculator.
1400.3 divided by 6, multiply that times 16, that'll be 1433, carry the 1. He did something like that, which,
Yeah.
if that was right, what I just
He
said,
can
I'm a
do
genius.
Chinese trigonometry,
Isn't Chinese trigonometry the same thing as American trigonometry?
I imagine.
Yeah, I think so.
But he could probably do
He
it
could
in
do
Chinese.
it. He figured out that mother.
He can convert it.
His head looked like a Gatorade bottle. Oh, Gatorade bottle head.
Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in his head?
Yeah, man. So, okay, let's see. If I had to explain this mugshot, let's see.
You think maybe he was born that way?
Yeah, had to be. Have you ever seen those ancient... You know what I'm about to say? Have you ever seen those ancient skulls they found in, like...
The elongated skulls.
He was one of those.
He definitely got some of that DNA passed on to him.
Right.
I think they used to do that by actually binding the skull to make it elongated. Egyptians, right?
Yeah, it was
They
like
were
a
the
sign
ones
of
doing
beauty.
it. Yeah.
Or a lot of people say that was aliens.
Well, he kind of resembles a gray alien.
This dude looks like a gray, yellow, purple, green, blue, black, turquoise, and emerald alien.
Now, I'm not going to say it's aliens, but it's aliens.
It's aliens, 100% without a doubt. I don't know, man. If I had to say, I mean, minus the 37,000 head, minus that, I don't know, maybe something to do with taxes.
Now, do you think this is actually a mugshot, or this is just what he looked like when cryptozoologists discovered him?
Imagine Steve Irwin. Oh my God, crikey! I see a new species over there. It's a. Oh, watch out! It's a 64,000 head. That dude.
Crikey, he was angry.
He was angry. I don't know, man. Well, if you had to take a guess, what do you think his crime was?
Rupturing his mom when he was born.
That
He probably split her wide open.
Dude, she's still getting stitches to this day from
Now,
that.
you think that could be what happened? Maybe he was being born and he was stuck. So they put the forceps in and pulled him out by his head. And...
Oh, yes, that's what I think happened.
Yeah.
I think because you know a lot of babies when they're born, you have to use forceps to.
Yeah, and the skull is still soft at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And true fact, a lot of all babies have a soft spot. Or sometimes the head is elongated.
Yeah.
The doctor will actually tell you to just kind of like mold it, like mold it how you want it.
So you can keep them from getting them lumpy heads.
Right. But instead of his mama molding it into a perfect, she was making pottery with that motherfucker. I want
she
a
had
vase.
him on the wheel, and he's like,
dude, she was whacking him off. That's awesome.
I feel bad if this is a genetic defect, though, and this guy's had to go through his whole life like that.
If it is, man, we're sorry if you
But if he's a genius, he deserves it.
he can't be too smart. He's, God dang, he got a big old head. God dang. That motherfucker huge.
Oh, God, what if he sees this?
I would, bro, we're joking with you, man. Anybody can get it. We're just joking with you, bro.
We probably both had some terrible mugshots.
Oh, you don't want to see. Oh, there's a mugshot out there of me where my mom says it looks like I look like Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, and Gaddafi. Like pissed. Like I was just like y'all. If y'all find that, let me know, man.
What's worse, mugshots or driver's license photos?
Definitely.
Which one do you take worse photos in?
Definitely mugshots. Definitely, cause my drive, dude. Some women they hate to have their driver's license picture. Dude, true story. I used to date a girl, and she hated her driver's license picture so much. She like got a black marker and just etched it out.
Is that legal?
I mean, I'm sure if she got pulled over, she'd get in some kind of trouble. Yeah. But you hate your face that much to the point where you have to...
Well, it doesn't have the filters on it.
Right.
You know, it's not her favorite selfie.
Man, what is the world coming to, Smoke Dog?
Social media. It's the downfall of our society.
I would have to agree, but you know what, Smoke Dog?
Yeah.
I think it's time we get into some good old-fashioned trash talk. Indeed, sir.
Booyah!
And yo, we ain't got nothing specific. We just gonna freestyle.
Kibitz.
Yeah. What you got, bro? Talk to me. Give me something good.
Man, I don't know. I had laryngitis this week.
Smoke Dog had laryngitis.
If you can tell, I mean, I know you guys are always impressed by my beautiful voice to begin with.
Smokey sounds like he swallowed a frog that smokes 37 packs of cigarettes a day.
That's a good one. You know the best analysis I ever heard?
What? I
sound like a prepubescent teen that gargled with gasoline and broken glass.
And lit a fire in that motherfucker.
And right now I'm only at like 80% of that voice, so
sounds like
it's extra beautiful today.
sounds like you swallowed a miter saw and a chainsaw. Anyway, but how's your laryngitis, man? How you doing?
I'm better than I was.
Better?
You just heard that now. Now that I'm saying something about it, I had the voice crack. You know?
Did you try any of the remedies I told you?
Yeah, I tried some Manuka honey.
Ooh, straight up, no chaser, just straight up.
Straight up. The problem is when you swallow something, it doesn't actually hit your voice box.
Huh?
Yeah.
So laryngitis affects your voice.
Yeah. Anything with an itis is an infection. So infection of your larynx is laryngitis.
All right. This is something you probably have never heard of, and I
your
know
laryngophageal region.
Spell that for me. Don't do it.
Laryngophagal.
Right. Have you had this? And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, you always got to bring up race and all this. Have you ever heard of something called the itis? I got the itis, man. Have you ever heard of that? Maybe it's a Geechee term.
Well, it's an old folks term.
Yeah.
Because my grandparents would use that too.
After they got done doing what?
Hold on. Nah, I just heard it for like any general something you caught.
The itis, from where I'm from, if you get the itis, that means you didn't had a good dinner, you didn't ate a lot of food, and you get tired from eating. You want to just go. That's called the itis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you see an old
That might be the Geechee.
yeah, Geechee, hillbilly, white folk, any old school, and they say, "Oh man, I got itis," that mean they tired. They finna go lay down and go to sleep.
Now,
somewhere.
is Geechee a derogatory term?
No, we take that with pride.
Okay. Making sure. I didn't
Now-
want to be in here dropping the
No, absolutely.
the G-bombs.
No. Now, you being from Georgia, if I say, "Hey, cracker," is that a derogatory term?
Only in the terms only in the terms that it's used today. But back in the day, that was actually you were proud to be a cracker. Like, yeah, I'm from Georgia. What about it?
So if I say it now,
Well, now because it took on a whole new meaning.
right? I
You know.
guess, man. I don't know.
Carpetbaggers and scallywags.
Carpetbaggers, that's a derogatory term.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't. If you were from New Jersey back in the day,
Is it carpetbagger or carpet muncher? Which one am I thinking about?
carpet muncher, a lesbian.
Oh, but so carpetbagger's not a bad one then.
I mean, yeah, if you really wanted to throw it out at somebody, like,
You
carpetbagger,
carpetbagger.
a-hole. Yeah.
Dan, are we gonna get in trouble for saying that?
I hope not.
Yeah, this video.
Please don't demonetize
It's already
us.
demonetized. Already. No, man, but I'm trying to think. Did I go through anything? I gotta for the Memorial Day weekend. I got a 3-day off weekend, and I saw my grandparents from my stepdad's side, and they came down from Delaware. What are people in Delaware called?
Delaware, that's a good question. I'd have to look that one up.
Yeah.
That's a really small state, so they're probably called tiny.
Bro, it's so crazy. Where my grandma lives in Delaware, she can get in a car, drive 20 minutes, be in Maine, drive 20 minutes, be in
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About
New
45
York.
minutes, Connecticut, then
Yeah.
New York, then New Jersey.
Yeah.
And maybe 15 minutes and be in
Boston. Yeah,
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Massachusetts. That's the thing about New England is
Say
All
that.
the-
Say that M word again.
New England,
No, the M word you just said.
the N-word,
M word.
Massachusetts.
Is that how you say it?
Well, how do you say it?
Massachusetts.
I say Massachusetts. You don't have to pronounce the U. The U.
All right. Well, if you're saying say literally,
Literally. I don't say literally.
but if you say Massachusetts, then you should
Massachusetts.
then you should say Okay.
literally.
Well,
Nah.
nah, you're right.
But anyway, you old Geechee a-hole.
Yeah, boy, come on down here around out there. Y'all going on down there.
Mhm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh, man. So what'd you get into?
Oh yeah, my grandparents came down and let me tell you, man. I call her my mom. My mom, she's this is on the step.
Your mom? Like it's British?
Mom. Yeah.
Mom? M-U-M?
M-U-M, my mom.
Ah.
My mom and Papa. My mom and Papa, they came, man, and me. Oh, dude, Pop loves the podcast.
Really?
He watches every episode.
Shout out to Pop Pop.
Pop, he's like, for some, I don't remember which episode this was, but he was like, I heard you say that Trump's gonna get reelected again.
Oh.
I was like, I think he would. As
I
much
think
as I,
so, too.
yeah, as much as I don't want to say it.
Now we're not saying we support him.
Right.
What does he support him or what?
Heck no.
Okay. We're not saying we support him. But we're also not taking sides at all. We're not for him or against him.
Right.
We're just pointing out the obvious because history repeats itself, and we went through this with Bush.
Right.
Like, there's no way after the atrocities that happened with Bush he'll get reelected. What happened?
He got a second term.
He did.
So, all right, give me top 5 ranking from worst to best presidents. Top 5. So the first one you say is going to be the worst. The last one you say is going to be the best, okay?
Hold on. How can we do that when... Oh, you're going to give me a list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obama,
Mm-hmm.
President Trump,
Mm-hmm.
George Bush, Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan.
Oh, God. That's murderer's row right there.
Right. 5. All right, so number 5, who's the worst one?
The worst one. Oh, man. I'm going to lose fans doing this,
Man,
right?
Man up.
I'm a libertarian, so I hate both sides. So, let's break this down. Wow. Number 5, I'll put Bush as the worst.
Okay, I can understand that. Number 4, who's your 4th worst president out of those 5?
Now, there's some of my white people out there are gonna hate me for this, but it's Ronald Reagan.
Why? He was an actor.
He was an actor, but they idolized this man like he was God.
When he died.
Yeah. Excuse me. But if you look into Iran-Contras,
Oh, yeah.
the war on drugs,
Was all funded by them.
yes, they were. So he started the Just Say No campaign. Him and his wife did as a public service.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time,
They're bringing them in.
yes, they were selling crack to the inner cities to buy guns to give to the Contras to fund the Iranians.
All right, we could talk about him all day.
Yeah.
Number 4. Oh, wait, okay, so the worst is
Bush.
The second worst is Reagan. Who's your 3rd worst?
It's a toss-up
Think
between
about that.
Obama and Trump.
Okay.
I'll see.
You? Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
Yes, I'm gonna put Clinton as one.
Oh my God! But go ahead. I just want to hear this.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's a tie for 2nd and 3rd place between Trump, because we don't know how bad Trump's gonna get, or who knows how good he can get from this point on.
Right.
Okay, Clinton would be number 1 for one reason. Because the economy skyrocketed under Clinton.
I agree. Everyone was making money when.
Yes.
But
gas prices were ultra low.
all time, maybe not all time, but very low in our generation.
Now, I'm not saying I'm a fan of Clinton. I don't like either side of them. I'm just making the best out of this bad situation you gave me.
Would you like to hear mine?
Yes.
All right. Number 5 being the worst. Ronald Reagan is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
The next worst, Donald Trump.
Yes.
The next worst, Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
The next worst, who was my other one?
George Bush.
Oh,
And Obama.
Hold on. All right. The first worst, Ronald Reagan. Then we're gonna go George Bush. Then we're gonna go Donald Trump. Then, God, that's a tough one, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is it right here. All right. Ronald Reagan,
Mm-hmm.
George Bush, Trump, Clinton, Obama. That's what I say. And
why was Obama so great? Are you saying he was?
I'm not saying he was great. I'm saying out of those Obama did a great job.
Well, Obama also, at one hand, he was saying we need to bring the troops home. The other time, ordered more military strikes than any other president in history.
Right. Now, you could say that, but also, you're looking at it, Smokey, I know you hate when I bring up this classism and racism thing.
Uh-huh.
I know you hate this, but we're talking about a black president, okay?
Yeah.
They didn't elect they didn't elect a nigga.
Oh, no.
They got a well-behaved.
But there was a blacker man running.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Do your Googles on a guy named Dick Gregory. Gregory ran for
Herman Cain was running for the Republican Party, but
he's a Republican, so obviously
Yeah.
black folks aren't. But
the Republican Party hasn't been advanced enough to put a black man at the forefront. He was running, and he was the number one candidate at one point, but there's a lot of old school racism still in the Republican Party that's like, no, we're not having
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what I was saying is looking at it from, and I know this sounds crazy to say, but looking at it from a black American and a white American, and I'm right in the middle. I'm black and white. So from the white side of the Americans, they say, oh, he says he's gonna bring troops home, and in the meantime he's putting more troops out there.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. Those troops he put out there, they took out who? Osama bin Laden.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we didn't really have much to do with Gaddafi,
Mm-hmm.
they got rid of him.
And
Saddam Hussein.
yeah.
So right there, that kind of, not saying cancels out the white
But see, I'm for staying out of other countries' business unless it directly affects America, because
Yeah, but when you say it like that, you have to think of it as America's the land of the free and the home of the brave. Even though you may not be from here, we still kind of have to, you know what I mean? Like, there's genocide. I promise you, if Hitler was still alive today and was still doing what he did to the Jews in the 1940s, one of America's presidents, even though that has nothing to do with America, would step in some way and say, what you are doing to
today.
Today.
But do you know when it happened in World War II, it took a bombing on American soil to get us into that war, because we were not going to be part of it.
This is something I wanted to ask. Well, let me finish about, I said the white side, the black side. Now, the reason the black side say is because Bill Clinton, okay, before Obama, it was George Bush. And before George Bush, it was Clinton, right? Bill Clinton is responsible for putting more minorities, African Americans, Hispanics, Asians. Not only him, but his wife is more responsible for putting them in jail for non-violent, simple, minor misdemeanor.
I blame more of that on his wife.
Okay,
being the lawyer.
But either way, that's his wife. You're gonna take your wife's back.
Yeah, I get it.
So,
I'm not a fan of Clinton at all.
None. And Hillary, if you ask me, is 10 times worse.
She is,
bro. All right, let me finish what I'm gonna say, but I want to say one more thing. Obama, yes, I feel what you're saying, but he took out 3 prominent terroristic people that were not, you could call it genocide on his people.
Yeah, but if it was George Bush that actually accomplished that, we would be blaming him for being over there doing it in the first place.
You think
because
so?
The war on terrorism was not the war on terrorism.
No.
It was the war for oil
and opium.
Well, yeah. That was a byproduct, of course.
Absolutely. But one reason the black or the minorities would say that Obama is such a forefront good guy. Like I said, they didn't pick hey boy, what y'all doing down there? They picked today on the American state. They picked a well-behaved.
I was gonna say they didn't pick DJ Paul.
No, they didn't pick Juicy J coming out there. But what he did,
he's just walking out.
Yeah, you know Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah. The real
Ricky, not Rick Ross,
not the not the corrections officer.
No, we're talking about Freeway Ricky Ross. Who, this is crazy because he actually ties in with Ronald Reagan, because he was kind of getting funded with the drugs to get guns to the Contras.
The Contras, yes.
Yeah, but Obama single-handedly got him out of jail. I mean, him and Michelle. But on the other side of the coin, man, you made me forget what I was gonna say. On the other side of the coin, God.
Now, all of these presidents have done good things, also, and bad things.
Right. Can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
All right.
Finish your thought.
Before Obama, we had a black president. And yes, there's conspiracy saying that a lot of people say the first black president, the first president was black.
Well, he shared the same name. See, that's the controversy about it. There were presidents before George Washington.
Yeah.
But there was one that shared the same name as a prominent black man in America.
Which is?
I forgot his name right offhand.
If I'm not mistaken, this president is on the $2 bill. The first black president. He's not on the front of the $2 bill, but on the back there's a bunch of congressmen. He's in the back. One of those.
But see, you can look it up and see both sides of the story. There's people that say no, it was this white man, and then there's people that say it was this black man. Right. They both had the same name. So, I mean, at this point in time, it's just purely speculation of which one it actually was, because it's almost been lost to history at this point.
You know, okay, what I was gonna say is, who was our first black president, quote unquote?
I mean, general consensus is Obama.
Okay, Obama.
Some people say Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton was the first black president.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Why?
Not only did Bill Clinton invite Snoop Dogg to the White House and let him smoke in the White House. First step of you having some black mannerisms.
Yeah.
Number 2, he got some dome on the side and didn't do nothing. Number 2.
Well, he was smart also in knowing that the way you secure your constituency as a Democrat is you have to have the black vote, because white Democrats will follow the black vote.
White Democrats will follow the black.
Yes.
White Democrats will follow the black vote.
It's almost like.
Explain that.
Hold on. I'll put it in. I'll do an analysis here. Put it in rapper terms.
Okay.
How do you sell millions as a white rapper?
You do what the famous black rappers are doing.
You get, but there's a lot of them that didn't make it.
Right.
You actually have to secure the black audience. Because once you secure the black audience, those white kids that listen to hip hop are going to buy everything because they see that the black people think it's cool. Now, I don't want to get too racial here. I don't want to seem racist at all in saying this, but this is just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
This is how Eminem became so famous.
And another thing that makes Bill Clinton our quote-unquote first black president.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I smoked marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't inhale.
I did not
That
inhale.
was weak.
That was a G. Not only did he get
that was weak, man.
fellatio from...
Because nowadays and age, you would just say, smoked it a lot.
Elon Musk, man.
George Bush.
George Bush. Man, every dude who doesn't burn, who doesn't smoke, you know?
Me, but I used to.
But I promise you, Smoke Dog. First of all, your name is Smokey.
Uh-huh.
I promise you, if marijuana was legal on a 100% federal and state level, you may not smoke it. But the way your back is, your sciatica acts up, your laryngitis acts up. If your doctor said, listen, man, I can give you a whole bunch of pain pills.
Oh, yeah.
Or try some THC oil.
Yeah.
Would you rather try
Some Rick Simpson oil.
Yeah, I mean, you would try the natural alternative. And something about marijuana is, I think marijuana, yes, it has healing properties, 100%. But I think marijuana is mainly for the brain. Like it heals your brain. It takes away inflammation. And people who fight boxers, true story. Mike Tyson fought a guy named Golovkin, and that was the only fight Mike Tyson went out when he was stoned on marijuana. Mike Tyson, he hit a joint maybe 4 or 5 times before he went into that fight. He said he was so focused. The guy would punch and he would just like look at him like the Matrix, you know?
Yeah.
That fight,
That's
hits.
called being in the zone.
In the zone. 2 hits. Ruptured his spleen, broke his jaw. Like, I mean, Jesus.
There's this thing that, everybody, I like to think that everybody experiences it at some point in time. Whether you're in this video game that you've practiced over and over again, and you just have this one moment of clarity where you're in that zone. You're on that level. What do they call it? The flow state.
Right.
Where you're just destroying everything that comes in front of you. Sometimes you get it as a rapper when you're on stage. There's just one day where it just comes to you and you hit everything perfect and everything's flowing perfectly. As a sports player, you have this one day where you're just on and you can't lose.
Right.
And you're just killing it. Dude, that is one of the most euphoric states that you can be in. I've experienced it several times. I'm sure most people have.
Yeah, me and you both.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Right now, if a fighter or a baseball player or a basketball player, if they wanted to take steroids, they would be fined or banned, right? Do you think it's okay for them to have those same penalties for smoking something natural?
No, not at all. That's the dumbest thing ever.
So if you were the commissioner of the NFL, would you let your players smoke marijuana?
Yes.
Why?
Because it would actually save some of these troubles. The NFL, all sports have this problem with the concussion lawsuits.
Yeah, the CTE.
Yeah. And I think I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm talking on my ass, but doesn't marijuana help with CTE? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't it help with
Seizures, epilepsy, healing,
PTSD? Yes.
anxiety.
Now, don't you think in some way that would help cut down on these lawsuits?
100%. Now you know why they don't let them do that.
Why do you think?
Do you think marijuana is a performance enhancing drug?
Not at all.
So why won't?
Well, it could be in Tyson's case when you get into that flow state.
Right. But isn't that up to the individual? Because some people take these painkillers and these barbiturates and these benzodiazepines, and when they take them, they're just like couch jello.
Yeah.
But some people take a benzodiazepine or a barbiturate or an opiate,
And it has the opposite effect.
and you ready to go.
Yeah.
So whose discretion is it to take? Well, you can't take it. You can't. It has to be either all across the board or none at all.
Well, I'm for sports using whatever they want, and I know the ramifications. I know why you can't do it because of these lawsuits.
Why?
Because people are going to file lawsuits. You fight a fighter that is on steroids and you're not. You're going to file a lawsuit because you lost.
What if I fought a fighter that was high on marijuana and I lost? You still going to file a lawsuit?
That may be the reason it's not legal. I mean, someone could make that argument. I mean, you get a good lawyer, they could make that argument in court. You know, you could say, well, he was in the flow state because of the substance he was on.
Dude, some of these lawyers out here, they can do whatever.
Yeah.
They can make... Look, me and you sitting right here, right now, right? Somebody gets shot down the street, right? Some of these lawyers can say, Stone Cold Steve Austin did it.
Yeah, and get him arrested.
This toy figure will be in jail.
Yeah. They're that good.
Yeah, some of them are.
I could say they're that bad as well.
Man, my mom used to tell me something. She used to say, you know, two people you really can never trust is a lawyer and somebody else. I can't remember.
Do you know when this country was founded, lawyers were not permitted to be in this country.
So how did they go to trial? How did they...
You defended yourself. That's how the court system was set up.
Really?
Yes. That's why you're able to this day, if you want to, you can go to court without representation.
Would you ever do that?
No.
You would have a lawyer?
No, the legal system is way too complicated. I mean, it's ridiculous, and the court system should be set up to where any person could defend themselves, but no, they've made it that way on purpose.
Right. Imagine you in a murder case going up against Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, you're not winning.
Come on now. That's like Ralph down the street playing a 21 game with Michael Jordan.
That's why lawyers were not permitted. But somewhere along the way, we lost it.
It's called the good old land of the free, sir.
It is.
America.
You know what? This is Memorial Day. I do. No matter what I say, I love this country.
I do, man. Y'all don't understand. Dude, if we were in North Korea, if we were in some of these Islamic states, we would not be able to sit right here and do what we're doing right now. Right now.
Yeah, and you could face someone shooting you with an AK for doing it.
Dude, do you know that there's, I want to say it's France, but if you spit gum on the floor, you go to jail.
Yeah, there are countries like that.
Did you know in some countries, if you were homosexual, that is the death penalty?
Oh, yeah, still.
Did you know?
I want to say Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yeah. In some countries, if you steal, they cut your hand off. I mean, so you guys can hate. Just be thankful. With it being Memorial Day and this Memorial Day just passing, just be thankful you live in a place where you can say, F the president. You can say, F the police.
While we still have freedom of speech, use it.
Right.
Because as long as we're using it, they can't take it away from us. But eventually, everyone will get scared to use it, and then they're going to drop the hammer.
100%. Hey, man, this has been a great episode, Smoke.
It has.
Anything else you got for the people?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to all the people who have served.
Thank you.
And fallen. this country.
Yes. I saw a veteran at the gas station not too long ago. Anytime I see a veteran with a hat on or saying a bumper sticker that says "I serve," I might not say anything. But the one thing, this is how I do it. I'll look at them and I'll say, "Hey, did you serve?" They'll say, "Yeah." All I say is, "Thank you for the service."
Yeah. Because what freedom we have left, it is there. They are the reason we still have it, and we haven't been invaded.
Right. All right. Well, guys, with that being said, my name is Behringer, Hollywood 6 Bonds.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cowan.
And I love you.
I love you more.
And we are over and out.
Deuces.
Peace.